All right, that was Dance All Night by Old Farm Dog. And now I finally have Old Farm Dog here in the station with us. Say hello.
Hello, George Ray. Thanks so much for having us.
Hi, thanks for having us.
So first, I guess we can start off by introducing you guys.
Well, I'm Josh. I play the guitar and I sing. And to my right here is my friend Owen.
And I play the mandolin mainly, play a little guitar. Josh also plays banjo in the band, and for recording purposes, I play a little bass too.
Awesome. So how long have you guys been a band? And where are you from?
Well, we both grew up in Kohler, Wisconsin, where we went to first grade together all the way through high school.
Wow, you guys have been friends since first grade?
Well, I don't know about friends, but we've known each other for a long time, and we started playing music together in college, just informally, and then we formed a band, I guess, in about 2010, and started playing more and more, and Owen started writing some songs for us, and it turned out to be a pretty nice first album that we released, and thank you for playing that song earlier. That's one of our favorite ones to sing.
Yeah, and so just as far as where we're from, what ended up happening years after we both went to college and everything, Josh ended up living in Janesville, Wisconsin, and I ended up living in Sauk City, Wisconsin. So we're about a little over an hour apart from each other. Because it was sort of Josh's idea to conceive the band idea, Josh said, "Here, take this mandolin, and you need to learn how to play it." And that's really actually what happened. And then I started playing around with that, and then we started playing more together, and it sort of evolved from there. And actually, we didn't really know where it was going to go, but it's just kind of blossomed into a really fun thing for us to do together. So we really enjoy it.
Absolutely, and I said, Owen, you should learn how to play that, and he certainly did. And it's funny, after our last show, Owen handed me my banjo back and said, "You better learn how to play this thing." So you got a point there.
Our shows are sort of a combination of the live songs or our original tunes that we play, and then we also try to do fun versions of like some contemporary songs. We incorporate some 80s songs into it, and we kind of give them a bluegrass Americana twist.
Right, and so we played a number of bar gigs too as of late, and from time to time after we get done playing formally, we'll unplug and play acoustically for those that sit around and listen. We call that the unbuckled Old Farm Dog performances. So
that's awesome.
Right, because the belt buckles are a very important part of the band.
Right. If you've ever come out to see our shows, we have matching Old Farm Dog belt buckles.
Yeah, I saw that, you guys.
I think nothing screams professionalism more than matching belt buckles and cowboy boots. So it's a big part of our mystique. We both have stressful jobs, and it's fun to get out there and play music and have fun. It's really our form of stress relief and therapy, getting out there and playing music. And when you see people you look out and you see them tapping their feet or clapping their hands, that's really the best part about it all. And I get to play music with a guy that I respect and admire and a good friend of mine, so it makes it all the better.
Yeah, it's kind of like, so I would think that you guys are probably like family, so you probably it's easier to play with each other if you know each other that well. Like, it's easy for me to play with my sisters.
Sure, absolutely.
We know that.
Oh yeah, I mean, definitely Josh and I are like family.
I've always been accustomed to playing and being in front of people, so it was kind of natural to hook up with Owen and take it to what we've been able to take it. And really why we've been able to book as many gigs and have the presence that we do on the interwebs is because of Owen, who's spent just a ton of time working on our Facebook and our Twitter account and all that social media stuff. So which
you guys should really check him out on Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah,
and all that.
Facebook.com/oldfarmdog. We have an album up on CD Baby, and you can also find that at the Buy Music button on our Facebook page. That's kind of our main website because we just do a lot of our connecting socially there. That's how we communicate with Georgia Ray and plug your band and the Starline Bluegrass Express and the Harvard Community Radio and everything like that.
Sure. It's kind of neat to track and see who's buying your stuff, too.
Yeah.
We sold albums to folks out in California and a fellow that lives in Australia, so it's neat to
Portugal.
Wow.
Got a sale in Portugal. kind of weird.
Yeah, they paid us in euros, so that doesn't do us much good. But it's neat to be able to say that. So yeah, and if you folks that are listening are able to check us out on the interwebs, we've got some neat pictures and some videos to watch, and we also have T-shirts and CDs and things that you can buy and wear around. And I'll tell you, George Ray, you don't look cooler than walking around town in your old farm dog shirt.
Yeah, people will either know who you guys already are or be like, oh, that's a cool shirt. What is that? And then, you know.
Yeah. Sometimes Josh even suggests taking the sleeves off of it if you really want to have that.
I mean, that's kind of an advanced technique. Well, once you've been a fan of the band for a year or so, then you can cut the sleeves off. But, we don't recommend you start out doing that. That's kind of an advanced fan move there.
This is Harvard Community Radio, AM 1610, and harvardcommunityradio.com from the Starline factory in Harvard, Illinois. And we are very, very happy to have Old Farm Dog in the station with us today.
And we're very happy to be here, that's for sure.
Yes. Yeah, and as far as like where I think we really kind of took off playing more is then we hooked up some gigs at the Tuvalu Coffee House in Verona, where I haven't officially booked it yet, but we're being requested to play for their 3-year anniversary on February 28th. And we got a couple gigs out of that, and then we found some more gigs from there, and some people have came out to see us, and we've had Beth Keeley come and see us perform, and some other people out there, and that's sort of where we kind of branched off and started having more gigs after that.
It's neat to see when you go out and play like a winery or play a private party, and then you get 2 more gigs out of that. That's certainly fun. And we had the distinct pleasure and honor of being nominated for 2 years in a row for the Madison Area Music Awards. Owen was talking about us, when we are lucky enough to get out there and play gigs and meet other bands and other musicians. We got to meet and hang out a little bit with a band called the Mascot Theory from Madison. They're quite an accomplished group, and their bass player is a fellow by the name of Nick Fry. And Nick has been kind enough to play with us. So we've played a number of shows lately with an upright bass player. And Nick is just a tremendous musician. He's a really good bass player. And when he's not running around playing shows with Mascot Theory, he's kind enough to sit in with us. So we did, however, have to give him his own Old Farm Dog belt buckle. And we said, Nick, once you play 5, it's like a punch card. Once you play 5 shows with us, you get your own belt buckle. So we just presented him a couple of weeks back with his very own Old Farm Dog belt buckle. So
that's really cool.
And right there, I could see it in his face and his eyes. They glistened a bit, and he knew he'd made it at that point. When you put on your first Old Farm Dog belt buckle, you've reached really the zenith of your musical career.
That's a special day for any musician.
I really enjoyed you guys, and I'm so glad that we actually got to go to play at the Walworth County Fair after you guys, and see you guys play and see all those people dance. It was so much fun, and I'm so happy that music has helped me. Helped me make friends.
Yeah, we thought it was great.
Was there a rumor going around that you and your band wanted to cover one of our tunes?
I think we are going to the next band practice.
All right. Well, we have a form. We have a form for you to fill out.
Okay.
It's $1,000. And you just let us know what song that is, and we'll make sure.
We feel like that's very reasonable.
We'll make sure that we clear all the licensing. So.
All right.
We'll just have our lawyers contact your lawyers.
Right. We'll make it happen.
Well, I want to thank you guys so much for being on the Starline Bluegrass Express. And it was really fun talking to you guys, getting to see you guys again, and listen to your awesome music.
Well, we thank you very much. We're looking forward to seeing you, and this has been a real pleasure, so we thank you.
Yes, thank you.
How about we take it out with a song? How's Time to Go or Hitting the Road?
Well,
Hitting the Road might be a good...
those both sound very appropriate.
All right. Well, thank you so much again.